Welcome, boys and girls. This is Mr. Hayden, your second grade teacher, coming back to you with a second video. This one is all about how second grade is going to be super. Whether you're at school, whether you're at home, we try to make it the best we can make it. So our first box that we're going to uncover leads us around to what's going to be super. We're going to be using Class Dojo this year for our rewards and incentives and communication. It's a great program. I'm trying to create a dojo reward menu, which looks like this down here for us. Okay, we have our points off to the left and our prizes off to the right side. Now this is not set in stone yet. This is for basically an entire week where you try to earn a certain amount of points to get some of these prizes. So we have stinky feet or slippers, possibly at home too. Wearing a silly hat at school or at home. Crazy hair, home or at school. All of these can basically be done in some way at school or at home. So you can see all the way down at the bottom, we do have a treasure box, which we will show you in a little bit. Also home prizes if you're not with us at school. Parents can get you a prize for earning that big 200 points right there. Again, the points may change depending on how this all works out. But that's our first really cool thing. That's going to lead us over to a treasure box. My treasure box is golden, painted. It has a lot of cool things inside. And for this particular year, to stay as safe as we can, I have some of these tongs that are kind of like the crane game that you might play to pick up a toy at Walmart or something like that. So you can pick a color, I guess. Will be 3 different colors, and you can kind of find what you like in there if you reach that 200 points, or whatever the points may be. So our next box is a computer. Cool. Everybody in second grade will have their own laptop. That's really neat for this year. So you have it for school, you have it for home, and you can do a lot of cool things on there, which we're about to get to. All right, here's our next box. Online learning. Yes, I'm going to bring you to what I've been working on. All right, so far for Canvas course. So I'm going to jump up here and show you this. So this is my sandbox, which I'm just working in right now. And this is a student view. So we'll explain how this all works as time goes on. But you just have a couple things that you can click on the left side here. A little introduction to families and students that you can read, my email address, and a Bitmoji classroom. That's me just holding some books in a nice little classroom like this. Now these are the cool things. These are the buttons. And you can click on each one of these and it'll take you somewhere. And some of them are not fully finished yet, but we will have a newsletter, right, that you can see each week to see what we're learning. This is the coolest place of all, resources. Let's go there. So in this section, you have math manipulatives. Every one of these is linked, right, to a specific site. So if you want to practice fractions, you have that right there. All right, you can click on that. You could also click on these across the top. Wait, there's more. Down at the bottom, we have a sort of an arcade situation that has 2 slides. This is a science exploration station arcade section. And this is a math arcade section. Again, everything is linked to go to that specific place. All right, that's a really cool one. And even better, down at the bottom, I have a virtual library. And this one is starting off with treating people with respect and not being a bully, which I know no one's a bully in this class. But yeah, we've got some great books here that you may have seen before, and each one of them is linked, all right, to either someone reading them or possibly the page turns for you. So that's in that section. That's a really cool section. Hit the home again, and you are back home where you see all those buttons. Okay, and these will eventually take you to some of the places for learning. All right, these are all Mr. Hayden Bitmojis. Pretty cool. And we also have our newsletter, like I said before, And in the getting started section is just a little bit more about myself. In written form, pretty much everything I've told you, but it's all right here. So let's head back, take a look at our presentation, and move on to the next box. Oh yes, lunch in the classroom. We will be having lunch in the classroom for those of you that are buying lunch, all right, which was always a really cool prize for kids. But in order to be safe and to be socially distant, we will be eating lunch in the classroom pretty much daily as far as I've been told. All right, let's go take a look here. What are we going to be learning about? Well, one of the coolest things in second grade is butterflies. And I believe you get a little caterpillar in a little tiny case, and it comes along with its own food, and you kind of stick it to your desk and just watch the metamorphosis of this caterpillar turning into a chrysalis, and then eventually putting it in a special tent for it to become a butterfly and then released out into the air. So we will be recording that so everybody can see that, probably in a live fashion, so you could see it live with us when that happens, and we'll see how that all goes. Another cool thing that we do in the second grade is we make our own instruments. You can do this at home too. You can collect certain things that can be repurposed, reused, and create instruments out of them. And I like to bring in my actual guitar ukulele, that's the easiest one, or my acoustic guitar, to show vibrations for sound in our sound unit. So this is one of the coolest things that we do in second grade. I always love doing that with the kids and seeing how we can repurpose things into things that are useful. We play like a little band, I guess. And you could do that at home too. And this guy will show us some string vibrations, which is really neat. So that's a little bit about what's coming up so far. Some really cool things to see. I'll give you a quick glimpse of the Class Dojo list. We have all these kids in there, all right, for Class Dojo. And we will be starting that in the beginning along with this right here, which may have to change depending on how the points go. We'll see how this all goes. We have to play it by ear. We'll see. All right, I hope you all enjoyed this video of Second Grade is Super. And stay tuned for the third video. We're going to talk more about what's coming up. All right. I hope everybody is feeling well, and I hope that you enjoyed watching this today. All right. This is Mr. Hayden signing out. Everybody take care.